Imagine a world where machines can create just like humans do. They can write poems, draw pictures, compose music, and even hold conversations, all by themselves. This is the thrilling world of generative AI. Unlike traditional AI, which follows preset rules to deliver a solution, generative AI is about creativity. It's about giving machines the power to generate original content. It's not science fiction, it's happening right now, and it's changing how we interact with technology. Sean Amarati, a venture capitalist, said, "Generative AI could mean we build companies differently in the future." This new wave of technology is already finding its way into our smartphones, businesses, and personal lives, promising a future where human creativity and machine intelligence come together. But how exactly does it work? How did we get here? And what are the possibilities and risks? Let's jump into the fascinating world of generative AI. Generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that creates new content, whether it's text, images, music, or even code, based on data it has learned from. Instead of simply identifying patterns or making decisions, generative AI takes things a step further by producing something entirely new. This means that a machine can generate a poem, a painting, or even an entire piece of software just by understanding patterns in data. Think of it as teaching a robot how to think creatively. For example, ChatGPT, a famous generative AI model, can write entire essays, poems, or stories based on simple prompts. It uses vast amounts of data, text from the internet, books, and conversations to learn how humans speak and write, then uses that knowledge to generate new responses. According to Oracle's Larry Ellison, the extreme high performance and related cost savings of running generative AI workloads in our Gen 2 cloud have made Oracle the #1 choice among cutting-edge AI development companies. This shows that not only are businesses adopting generative AI, but they're also betting big on its potential to change industries. Generative AI might seem like a new buzzword, but its roots go back nearly 80 years. The story begins in the 1940s, when a young mathematician named Alan Turing laid the foundation for what we now call AI. His famous Turing test asked the question, "Can machines think?" It was the first step toward creating machines that could mimic human behavior. However, the concept of generative AI didn't take off until more advanced technology came along. Fast forward to 2014, when the first real breakthrough in generative models happened. A neural network, known as a GAN generative adversarial network, was developed by Ian Goodfellow. This system consisted of two neural networks, a generator and a discriminator, competing against each other. The result was the creation of new, realistic-looking data that hadn't existed before. Then came the AI revolution of the 2020s, with OpenAI's GPT models and DALL-E setting the stage. ChatGPT, launched in 2022, brought generative AI into the mainstream, allowing users to create text, images, and more by simply providing a prompt. As OpenAI's founder Sam Altman said, "We are building artificial general intelligence that will benefit all of humanity." This history shows that while generative AI is a modern marvel, it's built on decades of innovation. Generative AI works by learning from massive amounts of data and creating something new based on that information. At the heart of this technology are machine learning models, particularly neural networks that are trained on datasets. These models learn patterns, relationships, and structures from the data, and then use this knowledge to generate new content. Let's break this down in a simpler way. Imagine teaching a child how to draw by showing them thousands of pictures of animals. After a while, the child starts to recognize patterns. What makes a dog look like a dog, or a cat look like a cat? Eventually, even if you've never shown them a picture of a dog from a certain angle, they can still draw one. Similarly, generative AI learns from millions of data points and can create something new based on what it has learned. For instance, GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which powers ChatGPT, is trained on billions of words from books, websites, and conversations. The model learns how words and sentences connect, allowing it to generate human-like text. When you ask it a question, it doesn't retrieve an answer from a database. Instead, it creates an answer on the spot, based on everything it has learned. Generative AI models like DALL-E work similarly, but with images. It's trained on millions of pictures, learning the relationship between visual elements and the words that describe them. When you give it a prompt, such as a cat riding a skateboard, the model generates a brand new image based on its training. As tech expert Fei Li said, AI is everywhere, but it's not magic, it's math. The process involves complex algorithms, data processing, and learning patterns. But the end result feels almost magical in its ability to create something entirely new. Generative AI is now part of everyday life, whether we realize it or not. One of the most famous examples is ChatGPT, developed by OpenAI. Released in 2022, ChatGPT made headlines as a text-based AI, capable of answering questions, holding conversations, and even writing essays or poems based on user prompts. Users across the globe now rely on it for everything from casual questions to professional writing tasks. Here, Dawood emphasizes that the introduction of models like GPT-3 showcased unexpected levels of intelligence and responsiveness. These models were able to generate human-like text and engage in conversation without being explicitly programmed for every scenario, revealing the potential for AI to exhibit sophisticated behaviors. Another shining example is DALL-E, also created by OpenAI. DALL-E can generate highly realistic images based on text descriptions, opening up a new world of possibilities for designers, artists, and even casual users looking to create visuals from their imagination. Google's Gemini, formerly known as Bard, is another example. Powered by Google's large language models, Gemini integrates with Google Search, giving users AI-generated answers right alongside traditional search results. This makes it easier for people to get the information they need quickly and in a more conversational format. All of these tools have made generative AI accessible to everyone, from curious individuals to large corporations. They show just how far the technology has come, and the many ways it can be used to create new content across different media. Generative AI is important because it opens up new possibilities in how we create, communicate, and work. Its impact is already visible across multiple industries. In healthcare, AI-generated images are helping doctors and researchers better understand diseases. In entertainment, generative AI is helping artists, writers, and filmmakers bring their ideas to life much faster than traditional methods. What sets generative AI apart from other forms of AI is its ability to create entirely new content. Unlike traditional AI, which focuses on analyzing data and making decisions, generative AI produces creative outputs. This makes it a game-changer in industries like advertising, education, and customer service. In essence, generative AI has the power to revolutionize how businesses operate, how people express creativity, and how we solve complex problems. It's no wonder that tech giants like Oracle, Google, and OpenAI are heavily investing in this space, as the potential applications seem almost limitless. Generative AI is not just confined to one area, it has multiple applications across different fields. One of the most significant applications is in content creation. Tools like ChatGPT are already being used by writers, marketers, and content creators to generate blogs, articles, social media posts, and even video scripts. In the world of art and design, generative AI tools like DALL-E and Midjourney are transforming how artists approach their work. Instead of spending hours drawing or designing from scratch, these tools allow them to generate concepts in minutes. In business, generative AI is being used to automate tasks such as customer support, where AI chatbots can provide instant responses to common queries. Companies are also using AI to generate reports, presentations, and even code, streamlining operations and reducing the need for manual labor. In healthcare, generative AI models are used to create images that help doctors in medical imaging, enabling faster diagnosis and treatment. It's also playing a role in drug discovery, where AI is used to simulate chemical compounds and predict their behavior. Generative AI's applications are expanding every day, and as the technology improves, it will likely be applied to even more industries and tasks, further revolutionizing the way we live and work. Generative AI offers numerous benefits, making it an essential tool for both businesses and individuals. One of its most significant advantages is efficiency. With generative AI, tasks that used to take hours or even days can now be completed in minutes. Whether it's generating reports, creating visual designs, or writing code, AI cuts down on the time and effort required. Another benefit is creativity. Generative AI unlocks creative potential by allowing people to experiment with ideas they might not have considered before. For instance, designers can use tools like DALL-E to generate multiple variations of an image, offering them a broader range of creative choices without the need to start from scratch. Generative AI also helps with personalization. Businesses can use AI models to generate personalized content for their customers, improving user experiences and engagement. For example, Netflix uses generative AI to recommend movies based on user preferences, making the platform more enjoyable for viewers. In problem solving, generative AI can simulate scenarios and offer solutions that humans might not think of. For example, AI-generated models can help architects design buildings that are both functional and aesthetically pleasing, while AI in healthcare can generate images to help diagnose diseases more effectively. Overall, generative AI improves efficiency, boosts creativity, enables personalization, and helps solve complex problems, all while reducing costs and manual labor. Despite its many advantages, generative AI has several limitations. One of the biggest challenges is accuracy. While generative AI can produce impressive results, it often generates content that may contain errors or inconsistencies. For instance, AI-generated text might sound human-like, but could be factually incorrect or misleading. In this clip, Daoud highlights that traditional AI systems are designed to excel in particular areas, such as image recognition or data analysis. Unlike humans, who can apply their knowledge across various domains, these AI models struggle to transfer skills from one task to another, making them less flexible in their application. Another limitation is the need for massive amounts of data. Generative AI models require huge datasets to learn from, and without sufficient or high-quality data, their outputs may be subpar. This can also lead to bias, as the models tend to reflect the biases present in the data they were trained on. For example, a generative AI tool trained on biased datasets may unintentionally produce biased content, which could lead to ethical concerns. There's also the issue of creativity limits. While generative AI can create new content, it's still bound by the patterns and information it has learned. It may struggle to produce truly original or innovative ideas that go beyond its training. Lastly, computational cost is another limitation. Running generative AI models, especially large ones like GPT, requires substantial computational power and resources, which can be expensive and inaccessible to smaller businesses or individual users. As a whole, generative AI, while groundbreaking, still faces challenges related to accuracy, data requirements, creativity limitations, and high computational costs, which need to be addressed for it to reach its full potential. With the rise of generative AI comes a host of risks and concerns. One of the most pressing issues is misinformation. Because generative AI can produce highly realistic content, it could be used to create fake news, deepfakes, or misleading information. A seemingly legitimate article or video could be entirely AI-generated, making it difficult for people to discern truth from fiction. Another major concern is job displacement. As AI continues to improve, there's a fear that it could replace human workers in industries like customer service, content creation, and even coding. While AI can help automate tasks, it also raises questions about the future of employment in sectors where AI might outperform humans. There's also the issue of bias and discrimination. If generative AI models are trained on biased data, they can perpetuate and even amplify those biases in their outputs. This has already been seen in some AI systems that generate biased results based on gender, race, or other factors. Privacy is another concern. As companies collect vast amounts of data to train AI models, there's a growing fear that personal information could be exploited or misused. According to Larry Ellison of Oracle, privacy is an ongoing challenge, especially as AI becomes more integrated into our daily lives. And the rise of ethical concerns around AI-generated content has led to calls for stricter regulations. As generative AI continues to evolve, these risks will need to be carefully managed to avoid negative consequences. In this quote, Dawood suggests that while generative AI is already proving useful for tasks like content creation and ideation, its true capabilities extend much further. The phrase "tip of the iceberg" implies that many more innovative applications and possibilities are yet to be explored, indicating a promising future for the technology. What's next for generative AI? Experts believe we're only scratching the surface. According to Gartner, a leading research firm, by 2024, 40% of enterprise applications will have embedded conversational AI, and by 2026, over 100 million workers will collaborate with AI-powered robot colleagues. Generative AI is also expected to play a huge role in industries like healthcare, education, and entertainment. Imagine a future where AI can generate personalized lesson plans for students, create entire movie scripts, or even assist doctors in diagnosing diseases. As Sean Amarati puts it, we are entering a new era of automation-first companies, and those built on AI from the ground up will lead the charge. It's not a question of if generative AI will change the world, it's a question of how fast it will happen. But with all this potential comes some risks. As with any powerful tool, generative AI has its drawbacks. Elon Musk has famously warned that AI could become the most dangerous technology ever created, if not properly regulated. There are concerns about AI-generated misinformation, privacy breaches, and job displacement as AI takes on more roles traditionally held by humans. However, many experts believe these challenges can be managed with the right safeguards. Larry Ellison, co-founder of Oracle, has stressed the importance of privacy and data security in generative AI. Oracle's partnership with companies like Cohere aims to protect the privacy of enterprise customers, while still allowing them to leverage the power of AI. Generative AI is transforming the way we create, work, and live. From revolutionizing content creation to improving business operations, the potential of this technology is limitless. However, with great power comes great responsibility. As we move forward into a future driven by AI, it's important to stay informed, be aware of the risks, and use this technology ethically. If you found this exploration of generative AI fascinating, there's much more to come. Keep an eye on how AI is evolving, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment below, and let us know your thoughts. What excites you most about AI? What concerns you? Join the conversation and be part of this thrilling journey into the future of technology. Thank you and goodbye.